Welcome to my first Japan vlog. Here we are on our way to Azabu University. We got to meet with a lot of different students there. Here some are showing us like a traditional cheer, which was very different from what I was expecting, from what we see in the States. So that was pretty cool to see. Here we were walking around with Professor Ibaraki, going to visit the assisted living home where they integrated youth into the living space. Got a pretty cool view of Mount Fuji there and got to visit one of their in-house clinics, which was also pretty cool to see. There you can see Mount Fuji on the left. Very pretty sunset. And then at the end of the day, they served us some Japanese curry, which was actually one of my favorite meals on the whole trip. And this is us saying bye to Noda Sensei, Noda Ibaraki. Then the second day, we went to 7-Eleven, and this is Olivia showing off her, I think it was her this bento box she got, which was pretty cool. It was cool to see how the 7-Elevens had a lot more stuff than in the U.S. And we also got to dissect some fish, and we're learning about the different parasites. We found a lot more than I was expecting. This was a really weird one that one of the Japanese professors had found that was living in this fish. Then we went to this hamburger place, which is very different from the American burgers we'd eaten before, which was really good. Also got some noodles there. And then we went to the Meiji Jinzu Temple, which was very cool, right next to our hotel on our day off. And then went to this animal cafe. We got to see some meerkats. And we went out with Yosuke, which was one of the Japanese students we met, and we got dinner with him. It was very delicious. And then we went and tried some karaoke, which I learned was much bigger in Japan than in the U.S. So there was some with some of the other students we had met at Azabu University and the Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology. This was also in Shibuya, where there was a festival going on. And Sylvia and I went to the Imperial Palace. We could see some huge stone walls, which was very cool. This was on our way to Fukushima in the bus with Sharad. It was our first view of the ocean. And some of the videos they were playing before we actually went out with the simulation of what happened and what happened when the nuclear reactor shut down. And this was in the learning facility before we actually went to the site, which was very cool to see up close. This was on our way back because we weren't allowed to take pictures when we were at the plant. Got a really pretty view of the Tokyo skyline on our bus ride back, which was very cool to see at night. And then here we are on our way to the Tokyo University of Agriculture. It was a very hot day, but their campus was beautiful. We kept talking about the differences between OSU. We took the subway a lot, and we got to see the Tokyo Sky Tree and do some conveyor belt sushi.